My name is Noah, and today I wanted to cover with you my opinion and my review of the SPY day trading Discord. Before I get into the review, down in the comments, I do have a affiliate link that if you utilize to sign up for this Discord, I do get a small benefit on a monthly basis from it. So I would encourage you, if you are encouraged to choose to move forward with SPY day trading, please use my link below in the comments. But I've been a member of this group for about 6 months, and this first and foremost is not a signals group. Eric mentions that on a recurring basis on his YouTube videos, but you'll find that a lot of people still join the group with the intention of thinking that they're going to get true triggers and signals about when to trade. Instead, this Discord, out of all the Discords that I've participated in, is different from the perspective of it is trying to teach you how to become effective at day trading, specifically with a focus on SPX or SPY options or ES or MES futures. Whichever you choose to trade, it would be appropriate in this group to trade any of those products, but the focus is on SPY and SPX options. But the goal is to teach you what to look for, how to find triggers, how to handle and how to scale up, how to handle emotions, how to become more effective at day trading. I've been part of this group for 6 months. Really, the only times I have ever been profitable trading are following this Discord. And what I find is if I follow Eric's methodology and his rules or my version of his recommendation on rules, that I am on a historical basis profitable. I will say that, you know, just a note, the vast majority of people that trade options and 0-day expiration options and futures are not profitable. However, my experience is, this doesn't necessarily mean it will be your experience, but my experience is those that create a system, those that hold themselves accountable to a group of others by sharing their trades, journaling their trades every day, realizing what you did wrong to grow, that you have a plan that involves an edge, which is what Eric is in essence teaching you through his methodology, which I'll cover here in just a minute. That if you use an edge, you learn how the triggers, you learn how to scale, you hold yourself accountable to a group, and you will make dumb decisions trading. But if you take it from a perspective of keep on coming every single day, keep on trading every single day, keep on leveraging your system, keep on growing in your knowledge, that there is a much higher probability of being profitable than you doing it on your own and trading in a discretionary manner. Now, a little bit about the trading style. One, if you've watched many of Eric's videos on YouTube, which is under the SPY Day Trading YouTube channel, you'll notice he draws lots and lots and lots of lines on his charts. In the Discord, he calls these algos. The reason they're called algos is because whether it's systematic buying via a computer done for large entities, or it's simply just large trading firms generally use systems like this or similar to this to find entries and exits. It doesn't mean that they use this sort of system. It just means it's our way of trying to identify where big money would be more likely to buy or sell. Doesn't mean that we're 100% right. In fact, we're probably only right 50-60% of the time. And then whether you leverage that rightness, right or wrong, is really up to you in your implementation of a trading strategy. But what you'll find is that throughout the day, Eric comments and draws on the chart what he thinks could possibly happen, which often is not just one single thing. It could wedge, it could come up here and form, like break through the top of this wedge and form an inverse head and shoulder, right? Which is not being shown here in this picture. But the premise is that throughout the day, he's going to show you different things that could pan out, and then he'll help you identify where it could be a good position to enter or exit. But he's not going to tell you when to enter or exit. He's going to simply draw a chart and say, if this happens, this could be a good place to enter. He's not going to tell you right before that happens. He's not going to tell you right as it's happening. Instead, it is This is what could happen, and then you have to learn patience. And the reason why that's important, in my opinion, is patience and sticking to a plan are two of the largest things that can contribute to success on a recurring basis. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that post their trades daily in here in a journaling style to help others grow from their mistakes, and then also so they can simply hold themselves accountable to a group. There are approximately 5,000 people in this Discord, or I believe it's even larger than 5,000 people. I'd say there's probably hundreds of people that are active every day. And almost every single day, Eric, the owner of this Discord, is active commenting throughout the day on a recurring basis to help enable you and to teach you the aspects of trading. As you can just see here, this was at 4:25, and this is actually like the end of day recap, which is shared. In the end of day recap, he'll show you what he believes could have been good opportunities and then why. Those are good opportunities, which you'll see like here. I'm not going to keep it on the screen for very long simply because, one, I don't want to give away Eric's secret sauce. Instead, I'd want to encourage you to come to the Discord and participate in learning this skill, which I do believe over time, if you spend the time to learn, you could become effective at it. Now, a couple things to note. One, this is a large community. There are hundreds of people that are extraordinarily successful every day. There's hundreds of people that lose a lot of money every day. My encouragement to you is if you're going to try this trading style, try it with a very small amount of money first, meaning you might try a cash account trading SPY, trade one or two contracts. You might trade MES futures instead of ES futures. You might try using a broker like Trade Evade or Iron Beam or Apex futures trading, or you may even use a prop firm. My recommendation to you would be keep your working capital placed into this small initially because you're going to make mistakes and there's a high probability you could lose. So even if you have well capitalized and have hundreds of thousands of dollars in another account, my recommendation would be start small so you can learn the entries, learn how to manage your emotions in the entries, especially when you're doing zero data expiration options. It can become very emotional, and you need to get that conquered before you size up. That could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. It just depends on your frequency of trading. It depends on whether or not you're really willing to learn. But what I would say is that out of every group I've ever tried, the heart of Eric who's the owner of this Discord, is really in teaching you how to become a better trader, how to have a system, how to conquer your emotions, how to stick with your plan, and how to be successful long term. It's how to learn the skill, not trade here, trade here, trade here, which simply teaches you how to take a trade, and it might even give you a profitable trade. But what it's not doing is it's not teaching you how to do it on your own so you could leverage that skill and teach others and grow and build wealth. Again, my link is in the Discord. I would highly recommend this group. In fact, I was in the group for approximately 4 or 5 months before I chose to pay a significant amount of money to lock in a lifetime membership, simply because I envision that this is worth spending a large amount of your time to learn. Now, it doesn't mean that I've been overly giantly successful. I don't have any Lambos or anything like that. In fact, I've lost quite a bit of money throughout this process. So the reasoning I'm telling you, start small, is because I learned the hard way and lost big. And what you'll find is when you lose big, there's an emotional aspect to it that you have to learn to forgive yourself. And that is part of some of the things that Eric teaches you in this Discord. Either way, I'm thankful that you've given me about 10 minutes of your time to learn about the Discord. I would encourage you to try it out. Again, my link is in the description below, and I would heartily recommend the Discord. Otherwise, I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you soon.